So good morning, my name is Jordan. I work in economic development at Noosa Council. I'm going to do a quick presentation this morning about finding your place in the green economy and how Noosa Council is thinking about this as an economic sector. So what is the green economy? First, let me quickly frame this project in the context of Council's organizational goals. We recently adopted a 10-year strategy called the Smart Biosphere, which is really aimed at economic diversification for Noosa. We're trying to connect our strong environmental values to future-focused industries like the emerging green sector. Investors have said that the decarbonizing of our economy will present a once-in-a-century wealth-building opportunity. We believe the time is now, and Noosa can be a leader in this space, with the community's long history of environmental activism, conservation, and forward-thinking policy. Broadly speaking, we believe a green economy consists of economic activities that are low carbon, resource efficient, and aim to protect the environment or manage natural resources. So to elaborate on this definition, we found it useful to consider a hierarchy and a couple layers of green activity. So whether your business is trying to reduce its waste or develop technologies to solve the waste crisis, there's a place for you in Noosa's green economy. At the broad end of the spectrum, where it says business is becoming sustainable, we have a green conscious economy, which encompasses a large variety of businesses who may be environmentally minded, employ sustainability measures, or adopt net zero targets. This is industry agnostic, meaning that any sector, industry, or size of business can choose to become more sustainable through measures like waste reduction, carbon accounting, water efficiency, energy audits, and so on. And then at the narrow end of the spectrum, we have green-focused activity, which encompasses a smaller subsection of the economy which relate to the direct production of environmental services in industries like clean energy, bioproducts, green finance, clean tech and resource recovery technology, as demonstrated by BlockText in its new facility in Logan City that is generating significant economic impact while tackling a critical environmental crisis. We consider the movement between these layers as a virtuous cycle, whereby increasing green conscious behavior, i.e. becoming sustainable, is generating demand for green-focused industries, helping to create a local marketplace and support growth of the overall sector. We've commissioned a study to value the current green economy in Noosa. Now, this is a contested space, it's an emerging space. There's no precise way to track this activity at the moment. So as a proxy, we looked at in-demand green skills and jobs and analyzed those for a 6-year period for every single job posting in Noosa, and then looked at top industries requiring them. Based on this analysis, we estimate the green economy in Noosa is valued at around $38 million in 2021. This same analysis showed that the highest demand for green skills was environmental science and environmental management, representing together more than 1/3 of in-demand green skills. Environmental management, water treatment, and natural resource management are 3 skills that can contribute to environmental efficiency and better use of natural resources, together representing 32%. Here's just a range of 8 exciting emerging green sectors that I think have some exciting application and opportunities for Noosa. I won't go through all of these, but I'll just touch on a few. Nature-based solutions, I think we're well positioned for this category given Noosa's UNESCO biosphere status. Mangroves and seagrasses are an example of a nature-based solution for climate mitigation. They can sequester carbon, protect coastal regions from erosion and floods, and they provide habitats for countless organisms, helping to protect the economic viability of our region. There's a lot of emerging technologies in climate tech, helping with decarbonizing solutions and platforms to help businesses track and report on their carbon commitments. Obviously, today we're here to meet about the circular economy. This is an organizational priority for Noosa Council. There's a lot of exciting concepts and things happening out at the tip in our landfill site and with our new waste strategy. We hope to see opportunities around closed-loop product design, next generation of packaging materials, and embedding circularity into our industrial precinct design. A lot happening, obviously, in clean energy in Queensland, having some of the highest participation rates of solar in the world, around community batteries, energy hubs, electrification, and new fuels and ways of storage. Food and agriculture, focus on regenerative agriculture, reducing food miles, and potentially looking at sustainable aquaculture. With buildings and infrastructure, protecting our existing infrastructure and driving energy efficiency into new physical structures and retrofits. And then last, there's a huge opportunity around mobility with electrification, investing in EV infrastructure, and moving to mobility as a service. So all of these industries I see as tackling critical environmental challenges while creating wealth and prosperity and economic opportunity in Noosa. So I'll briefly talk about Council's own journey to reduce its emissions and become net zero by 2026. So this would include 100% of emissions from operations over which Council has control, such as our administrative buildings, our pools, the aquatic center, the landfill, and streetlights. So Council's largest source of emissions comes from our landfill site. So this was 22,000 tons of CO2e, and our second largest is from our suppliers and our purchased goods, largely for infrastructure projects. Councils are in a unique position as we have operational control of the tip and we manage waste for the entire community. So to reduce our footprint, we've taken a couple of actions led by Annie Nolan, the Emissions Reductions Officer for Noosa Council. We're working to bring in more electric vehicles into our council fleet. We're encouraging behavior change through carpool and load shifting with electricity use in our buildings. We've installed solar on our property roofs. We're using more LED lighting upgrades and sensors. And we've improved lateral lines at our landfill site to capture and flare methane at the tip to reduce emissions from our landfill. These actions overall have resulted in a 40% savings on our electricity bills, and 879 tons of CO2e saved, thanks to all the work from the climate and emissions reduction team. So as our mayor noted, council itself is a business, is a organization. So emissions reduction is one important way that council is embedding sustainability into its operations. And here's a look at how we're doing this across organization and across department. Two that I'll note, one, climate change. This is something we're trying to embed across all of our thinking, all of our planning, trying to embed climate resilience into our strategies. And then another area is procurement. I think this is one of the biggest ways the government can make an impact on the green economy. And this requires a mindset shift from procuring to partnering and the reprioritizing of factors like environment, local business, and social responsibility in council's assessment of its contracts. So I'll leave you with three ways that you can start to find your place in Noosa's green economy. So first is just become green conscious, start on your journey to become more sustainable. So start with the 10 actionable steps that every business can take with the flyers that we've distributed today. Second, if you are already producing green solutions, share your solution, share your platform with council and the community, and help us create a local marketplace. Help us understand your needs and your opportunities to grow in Noosa. Do you need space? Do you need workforce? Do you need skills training? How can we support your journey in Noosa? Last is just join the ecosystem. There's going to be a lot of activities emerging in this space. You can start by coming to our next Green Drinks. We have monthly networking for professionals in the green sector. Our next event will be May 31st at the Parisian Beach Hotel. Thank you.